Good evening. Today is Wednesday, March 15, 2023. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the headlines for this evening. Single ticketing system full implementation by end of April. Nearly 31,500 families affected by Oriental Mindoro oil spill. San Juan City Mayor Francis Zamora defends MMDA amid calls for abolition. The Philippine economy spared from Silicon Valley Bank collapse. LPA of Davao continues to spur rains. Philippines eyes 50 franchising brands. And remittances slip in January. For tonight's stories, Metro Manila Council President and San Juan City Mayor Francis Zamora said Wednesday that the full implementation of the single ticketing system in the National Capital Region will start by the end of April. Zamora said the dry run for the new system will roll out for the first and second week of April, and the deadline for NCR LGUs to amend their ordinances in line with the single ticketing system is on Wednesday. The single ticketing system aims to establish a uniform policy on traffic violations and penalty system in Metro Manila. It would cover Caloocan, Malabon, Navotas, Valenzuela, Quezon City, Marikina, Pasig, Taguig, Makati, Manila, Mandaluyong, San Juan, Pasay, Parañaque, Las Piñas, Muntinlupa, and Pateros. A total of 31,497 families in Mamaropa and Western Visayas were affected by the oil spill from a sunken motor tanker in Oriental Mindoro, according to the Office of Civil Defense on Wednesday. As of Tuesday, the OCD said a total of 23.9 million pesos worth of assistance coming from the government and non-government organizations has been provided to the affected residents. Member agencies of the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council and local governments held a meeting on Wednesday to discuss response operations for the oil spill. Metro Manila Council President and San Juan City Mayor Francis Zamora on Wednesday defended the existence of the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority after a lawmaker pushed for its abolition. Zamora said that the local government of San Juan City cannot manage traffic or do flood control on its own, and these tasks are carried out by the MMDA. In February, Manila Representative Joel Chua, in a privileged speech, called for the abolition of the MMDA, saying the agency had no authority to implement policies in local government units. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Mga impormasyong direktang makukuha mula sa sources at diretsahang usapan. Yan ang atid namin sa inyo sa programang Straight Talk. Samahan nyo kami sa makabuluhang talakayan live tuwing Martes alas 10 ng umaga sa official Facebook page ng Daily Tribune at Tribune Now on YouTube. Be updated sa news and happenings katribu. Hatid ng Daily Tribune sa inyo ang mga balitang napapanahon sa loob at labas ng bansa. Kami na ang bahala sa paghahatid sa inyo ng mga latest and reliable news. We got you covered sa programang Tribune News on Q. Mapapanood mula umaga hanggang gabi, Lunes hanggang Biyernes sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube.
In other news, Finance Secretary Benjamin Diokno on Wednesday said the Philippine economy is spared from the potential impact of the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank in the United States. The finance chief echoed Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Governor Felipe Medallas' remark that the development in the American financial system will not trigger another financial crisis. Last week, news broke that Silicon Valley Bank, which specializes in financing startups, was shut down and its assets were seized by U.S. authorities after it took a loss of $1.8 billion dollars in the sale of $21 billion worth of securities. State Weather Bureau Pagasa announced that a low-pressure area off Davao continues to trigger rains across parts of Mindanao, the Visayas, and the Bicol region. The LPA was last spotted 400 kilometers east-northeast of Davao City or 285 kilometers east of Hinatuan, Surigao del Sur as of 3 p.m. It is expected to bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms in eastern Visayas, Albay, Sorsogon, Masbate, Dinagat Islands, and Surigao del Norte, and partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms over the rest of Mindanao, Visayas, and Bicol region. Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon are forecast to have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with light rains due to the northeast monsoon. In business, the Philippines targets to see 50 Filipino franchising brands across the world over the next 3 years, according to Philippine Franchise Association Chairman Emeritus Samuel Lim. Lim said there are already 20 Filipino franchising brands selling their products and services in the international markets, especially in countries where there are large population of overseas Filipinos. He said the expansion of Filipino franchising brands will be more aggressive following a decade of promoting the Philippines as a franchise hub in Asia. And remittance inflows from overseas Filipinos declined in January following the record high seen in the previous month, according to Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas on Wednesday. Cash remittances or money transfers coursed through banks or former channels for the month stood at $2.762 billion, lower than the historic $3.199 billion in December 2022, but higher than the $2.668 billion in January 2022. In terms of country sources, the United States accounted for 41.9% of the total remittances for the month, followed by Singapore with 7.2% and Japan and Saudi Arabia each with 5.9%. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch us again tomorrow only here at Daily Tribune's Facebook page. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel and you're watching Tribune News on Cue. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night and God bless us all.
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its Viber community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tarsito are available on our community Viber.
Sabihin mo sa akin kung paano ang damdamin na nilumot na. Kung pilitin pang kumapit ngunit tila di na pwede pa. Sa'yo'y wari kay daling limutin mga alaala nating dalawa. Ngayon naiwan sa kahapon kung saan pwedeng mahawakan ka. Sabihin mo kung kakapit o lilimot na. Ang puso ba'y lalaban o titigil na ako? Kung naiwan na nag-iisa. Kakalimutang pilit ang mga tao at himig na namumutawisa. Sa aking puso na mapilit, bakit di ko pa naisip? Napagod ka na. Sabihin mo ako, kakapit ko lilimot na. Ang puso ba'y lalaban mo, titigil na ako. Kumapit ba'y kakapit ka? O ko na lang naiwan na nag-iisa.